Welcome to the Florida State Seminole Talk. Ready for those Seminoles to be taking the field because the whole team is coming back. Number one on the list out of 133 teams in the FBS with 87% of their production returning in 2023. 5 offensive linemen that played starting roles on the 2022 squad. Quarterback Jordan Travis, Heisman candidate. Running back Trey Benson and defensive end Jared Verse and defensive tackle Fabian Lovett are the ones that are on top. Those guys are straight studs. Got some good signees. I think the number one guy would be 5-star Hakeem Williams out of Fort Lauderdale. How'd they get him? Who cares? He's at Florida State. He's in Tallahassee. I think the most ones that we're really not talking about is Brock Glenn. He's a quarterback, and he had from Tennessee. He had committed to Ohio State, and now he's down in the great Tallahassee area. And then you got a whole bunch of guys that are transferring. You got some good JUCOs. Remember this name, Jaden Jones, Double J, the guy out of junior college in Alabama. He is good. He's real good. And but with all these guys coming in, Jordan Travis is plus 1,000 to win the Heisman. What that means is if you bet $100 and he gets the Heisman, you get 1,000. And now, on to real business. Got 10 players this year earned a spot on the All-ACC academic team. Two-time honorees Dylan Gibbons and Ryan Fitzgerald. Joining that pair are tight ends Brian Courtney and Preston Daniel, wide receiver Jakeem Douglas, offensive lineman Demetri Emmanuel, defensive lineman Joshua Farmer, defensive backs Kevin Knowles II and Azaria Thomas, and the long snapper Mr. James Rosenberry Jr. Florida State head coach Mike Norvell has signed a multi-year contract extension. It was announced Wednesday. Norvell, who was hired as Florida State's 11th full-time head coach on December 8th, 2019, is now signed to the 2029 season. It's going to be good, baby. 6 FSU players played in the Super Bowl. 6 Seminoles. I believe it's the number one college with the most players in the Super Bowl. Defensive tackle Derek Nottie, defensive end Josh Kando, for the Kansas City Chiefs, and the defensive end Josh Sweat, defensive end Janarius Robinson, defensive tackle Marvin Wilson, offensive tackle Roderick Johnson on the Eagles. Florida State scheduled 2023 September 3rd in Orlando versus the mighty LSU Tigers. They're coming for the Noles, and the Noles are coming for the Tigers. And in other news, Florida State Senator Corey Simon wants to make it illegal for fans to storm the field after a big win, in addition to throwing things at players and coaches on the field. Simon is a former Florida State University football player where he played defensive line from 1996 to 1999. Simon's proposal includes making field storming a first-degree misdemeanor and punishable by up to 1 year in jail and a $2,500 fine. Go Noles.